Will women ever understand that men have standards too? Never. You see, we live in times when we're told, day in and day out, that you must know your worth, what you want, etc. Oh, sorry, that's what women get told all the time. Men are second-class citizens that are not even allowed to say what they think about a woman. If they know that a woman is fat, they don't say it. If a woman is annoying as fuck and have the balls to say it, they're called insecure, incapable of handling them, etc. That's the clown world we live in, and if you observe the world around you, you know this for a fact. Women get thousands of concessions and even the right to treat people wrong. No matter what they do, they'll be tolerated and accepted. And to make matters worse, some simp out there will be more than happy to wife her up. In the meantime, her male equivalent gets punched in the face.
I moved to Miami. I got every man that I wanted, but as you spoke on, the longevity of a woman being able to do that does not last long. It deteriorates our value. God slapped me real hard when I tore my meniscus. I ended up gaining weight and losing the one crutch I had, which was my beauty.
Wait, I just want to say, don't ever compare weight to beauty, because you're beautiful
Oh,
no
it's
matter
okay.
what.
I will have to respectfully disagree with you. Weight absolutely does matter.
If that's what I want in a man, the best version of a man, I have to be the best version of myself.
Yeah. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this because we have a bunch of ladies at the table, and I'm just gonna say it what men want to say, but they're scared to say. It is unacceptable if you're obese, no matter your gender. The difference is this. We have a bunch of social conventions in place to make women feel good for their bad decisions. If a woman's overweight, love your curves, girl. It's okay. There's plus size swim models. But that's the thing, like, men understand there is an invisible burden of performance for men. However, there is not an invisible burden of performance for women.
As you can see, only when they go through extreme situations do they realize the truth. Sadly, most women don't want to self-improve, so they just want reality to adapt to themselves, while men have to adapt to the reality. In today's video, we're delving into why women never are or do what men really desire, and why this is causing both the rise of MGTOW and single, bitter women. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Mix1694, he said, "You nailed it. We also like character, morality, honesty, and most importantly, loyalty. I personally find those the most attractive traits in a woman, more so than her looks." Well said. Any man of substance would agree that if you had to pick a woman with those kinds of traits is the way to go. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5 for that comment of the day. As usual, guys, I'll pick one from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment, and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. And now, back to the video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever
I got every man I wanted. Men will sleep with you, sure, but it doesn't mean they stay with you. This is what most women need to hear and understand once and for all. Men have a polygamous nature, so they're happy to bang women no matter what. The hotter they are, the more they can flex to their friends, but the woman he smashed will be nothing but an object to him, some sort of badge or achievement, not a wifey. Women ride the dick carousel thinking they'll be able to land multiple men on demand, but once beauty fades, they're no longer as desirable. Many women in their 20s do all this dirty stuff and then wonder why they can't find a man in their 40s. Well, in reality, they still can land some hookups, but none of those men are willing to marry that type of woman. Those men are there to get some pussy, but these women end up miserable. Women think that looks are the only thing men care about, but if a man is serious enough about getting a wife, he also considers other factors such as her body count, her past, the relationship she's got with her father, etc. Men have standards but are demonized for saying them, so they just keep their mouth shut to avoid being called bad people, insecure, and the whole laundry list of names.
What does a guy get from a woman that he couldn't get from a cook, a cleaner, and a hooker? So this is what internalized misogyny looks like. This woman jumped out there and said the only thing that women bring to the table are cooking and cleaning and intimacy. And of course, the men in the comment section are lapping it up. They're clapping for her. They're telling you, oh my goodness, protect this woman at all costs. She's a national treasure. We need more queens like this. See, pick-me's have to exist so that men can have women to point to and say, see, it's not just us. Women feel like this too. She don't represent us. Hey, Suri, who lives longer, married men or single men?
Here's what I found from harvard.edu. Statistics on marriage and health show that married men are healthier than unmarried or divorced men, and are also more likely to live longer.
So while y'all out here worried about cooking and cleaning, good women out here adding years to your life. So why don't you go and see if you can get that from a cook, a cleaner, and a hooker?
Siri mentioned divorced men, and yeah, there's a 50% chance of becoming one if you ever get married. Want to play that game? I don't. Anyway, the real question is, despite all this information and the evidence that looks fade over time, why do women still offer, if that, only looks but nothing else? There is an undeniable truth that women invest significantly more time, effort, and money in their appearance compared to men. The reasons behind this disparity have been explored through two main explanations. One viewpoint suggests that women's heightened focus on appearance is a result of social conditioning, which is partly true, but they're perpetuating this by using makeup, but not their brain to understand that men want more than just a piece of meat. This perspective argues that societal promotion and marketing of a feminine image have ingrained the belief that appearance matters more for women than for men. The alternative explanation stems from evolutionary theory, looking back to our ancestors' history. According to this view, women's emphasis on physical appearance might have evolved as a consequence of competition among women to attract the most desirable mates based on their own attractiveness. This is supported by the observation that female bodies have undergone more extensive remodeling due to sexual selection compared to males. Traits like narrow waists, permanently enlarged breasts, shorter faces, smaller hands and feet, as well as conspicuous subcutaneous fat stores, have been sexually selected in women. Conversely, men are sexually selected for height, muscularity, and beardedness. To examine the impact of social learning theory, one could hypothetically look at a society where appearance is not regarded as significant. However, such a society does not exist. The closest example is the Wodaabe of the Sahel, where men seem to invest more in their appearance than women due to a unique marriage system and the focus on masculine physical attractiveness to ensure the health of their offspring. Despite this, it is evident that social learning still plays a role within the context of their society. The discussion on evolutionary perspectives need not solely revolve around genetics or biology. For instance, examining gender development in cases like androgen-insensitive genetic males who exhibit feminine psychology and behavior shows that brain development during gestation can be influenced by hormonal factors and potentially subject to natural selection. The same applies to genetic females whose brains might be masculinized before birth, affecting their behavior and interests. Critics argue that women are compelled to present themselves as desirable objects due to their lack of social power. However, data shows that as women gain more gender equality in employment and leadership roles, their interest in physical appearance does not diminish. If anything, it may even increase. You know, the hotter they are, the more attention they get from their male coworkers. In comparison, men spending on clothes seems to differ based on their marital status, with single men investing more to attract potential mates, while married men tend to spend less on their clothing budget once they have secured a partner. And not only do they spend less on that, but also on something as important as, well, pleasing her husband. Overall, the emphasis on women's appearance has a long-standing history within our species and is influenced by a combination of social learning, evolutionary factors, and societal expectations.
Now, this is the problem. We have modern women that have nothing else to offer except for their looks. When their looks start to fade and go, older women would say, you know what, you might need to act a little different. You're supposed to move different. You're a mom now. Like, guys, I don't think it's crazy that we don't do the same thing at 16 that we do at 30.
To continue this video, here's a tweet from a woman who realized that all the party years were good, but now she's willing to be a wife. I'm glad I partied and did crazy shit when I was super young, cause now all I want to do is be a wife, make cute babies, and just have a beautiful life. After doing nasty things, she wants the husband, the house, the car, and the whole goddamn package, while the man she wants has worked his ass off to get a woman to his liking, not just a 304. Now, let's check a Quora post that explains this very well. Do nice guys only get girlfriends when they get old or if they settle? The only women that are interested in me are middle-aged/older, unattractive, or single mothers. That would be the correct assumption to take in that case. The fun thing about women is during their dating prime or sexual market high, it is more often than not including exceptions to the rule, spent riding the bad boys or darkly mysterious men or jerk/assholes because they have elements of excitement to them, and often people like the above are assertive and dominant, which is something that most women classify as their guilty pleasure. Many are open about wanting a man to just dominate them. But then something happens. They either get knocked up, which effectively halves their market value because most men don't want to deal with the mother, and the dating pool shrinks because her child, rightfully so, becomes her number one priority. But what man wants to be number two in a woman's life? Knowing that cock block around the corner can shut them out at any moment? And excluding single mothers, you now have women who spent their prime riding the above, but have now passed their prime, and the wear and tear of life is becoming more and more obvious to the point those above don't want them unless it is a slump buster. What the fuck does that mean? Okay guys, unless it is as a slump buster, so when you're in a slump, i.e. you haven't had sex for a long time, you're in a slump, and the buster, someone busts the slump, there you go, okay? Urban Dictionary. Okay, literally moving along, now along comes Mr. Nice Guy to finish another man's saved game. Nice Guy will accept being second to a single mother's child, will accept playing another man's saved game, and more often than not be happy he finally gets to be with this female he was likely crushing on in her prime, but she didn't have time for him because she wanted to moan to the bad boys in her prime. Don't get me wrong, we need these nice guys. Without nice guys, the women would be trying to complain non-stop to us instead of the nice guy who will sit on his hands and nod as he waits his turn patiently. There is a reason why nice guys finish last. They finish the games the other men have started but had no intention of finishing with. Triggered women or soy boys will raise alarm to try and stay otherwise, but it is as they say, proof is in the pudding, and the pudding is life. Look around you. Like, really, look around and notice this entertaining dynamic for yourself. Having said that, it's no wonder that women get played by chads and even some random thirsty dudes afterwards. Also, it's about time men dump the idea of being the nice guy that only gets some pussy after she's racked up a bunch of bodies.
Why nice guys always finish last with women? Guys, nice guys finish last with women because women know what you really want. Women know you're being nice so you can get some box eventually. Women are not dumb. Guys, this whole being nice facade, women see right through it. Why are you being so nice to her? You're being so nice to her so you can ease your way in and be the guy that maybe one day when she's feeling lonely and bored, she can hit you up to come smash. She can see right through it. That's why women do not like and are not attracted to nice guys, because they know you want more and you're scared to just ask her out. Alpha men, strong men, bad boys, they tell women what they want. Stop playing the nice guy route, guys. Women can see right through it and it makes you look like a weak man.
While women barely self-improve, men are doing the exact opposite. The MGTOW philosophy is helping men become better and see through a woman's BS, and certainly way beyond her looks. Being selective in choosing a partner is equally important. Rushing into a relationship with someone who doesn't align with your values or long-term goals can lead to dissatisfaction and heartache. Here are some tips for being selective. Know your priorities. Understand what you truly want in a partner and what values are essential to you in a relationship. Focus on finding someone who shares those core values. Take your time. Building a strong foundation takes time. Don't rush into a serious commitment without getting to know the person first. Or even better, go solo. Look for compatibility. Seek someone with whom you have shared interests and goals. A compatible partner, and not a random chick, is more likely to make for a fulfilling long-term relationship. Be open-minded. While having standards is essential, be open to meeting people from diverse backgrounds and experiences. You might find a great connection in unexpected places, but hey, keep your eyes open, which takes us to the next point. Trust your instincts. If something doesn't feel right, don't ignore your instincts. It's okay to take a step back and reevaluate the relationship. Don't settle. Don't feel pressure to be with someone just for the sake of being in a relationship. Wait for the right person who genuinely complements your life.
What if I told you that you're dumb, you're short, and you're broke because you want to date guys that are older and make more money than you? How'd that make you feel?
Well, I'm not even looking at...
Hold on. Please answer the question. What if I told you
Okay.
that you were dumb,
I'm not.
short, and broke because you wanted to date a guy that was taller and made more money than you and more better in every standing? It sounds foolish, doesn't it? For me to say that about you. Hold on.
It's
So why is it okay for you to say that men that want to date younger women want to manipulate them?
Damn.
Well, I'm
Body
gonna keep...
shot.
No, because I'm not
hold
gonna do
on,
an uppercut.
Hold on. I want you to really let that sink in. Like, for real. I want you to let that sink in. Notice how what you wanted wasn't demonized, but what men want is demonized. When a guy wants a younger girl, it's manipulation. When a woman wants an older man that's more seasoned, it's okay. She knows her worth.
Of course.
Shit, queen.
All in all, while women don't self-improve and solely rely on their looks, men still gotta do their job. Crazy, but it looks like saying these things is a form of oppression. Anyway, stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.